Welcome back to the Us vs. Them channel. I'm your host Vince, and we're going to break down the co-main event for the upcoming UFC 322 fights we have this weekend. We got Valentina Shevchenko versus Weili Zhang. This fight's going to be fucking sick, and I'm really excited for it. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Shevchenko right now is sitting at about a minus 128 favorite, so slight favorite, and Zhang is sitting at a plus 100 underdog. Before we get into the breakdowns and shit, if I can just remind you guys to hit the like button to this video, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. It really helps us with the algorithm and all that stuff and helps grow our channel. So we appreciate that, and let's get into this breakdown. First things first, obviously we gotta talk about the fact that Weili's bumping up for this fight. This is a super fight. She's been the champion at the 115 pound division for a while now. She's got 6 straight title wins at 115 pounds, and now she's bumping up to 125 and trying to get the 125 pound strap from Valentina Shevchenko. Shevchenko is on even more of a dominant streak, 7 years approximately, where she's been, queen of the division. She's got 11 title wins. That was interrupted a little bit, obviously, with the Alexa Grasso fight where that she got submitted on, but outside of that, she's on a hell of a win streak and really defending the 125 pound strap. So mega fight, super fight, it's one of those WMMA fights, a rare one where fans can get really excited about, and it's because there's a lot of credentials behind both fighters, and at the end of the day, somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. Obviously, like I said, Weili's going to be jumping up to 125 pound weight class, but it's important to note too, Shevchenko has dropped down to the 125 pound weight class. She spent the first half or so of her career at 135 pounds. She fought Amanda Nunes for the 135 pound strap. So she is obviously a 135 pound girl who's shrinking down to the 125 pound weight class. And Weili has only a couple of fights in her pro career that are above the 115 pound weight class. So although on paper, height-wise and when they're facing off, they look relatively the same size, I think when they get in the octagon, I think Shevchenko is probably going to have a little bit of a size advantage. When you break down some of Shevchenko's most recent fights, if you go back to the Menrun-Furo fight, her most recent fight, she looked good in that fight, but she looked really good in the counter-striking. She had a really heavy counter-striking approach. She wasn't moving her feet too much at all. She wasn't pressuring forward, and she was really kind of baiting Menrun-Furo to pressure forward so she can land her own counter-strikes and kind of glide out. It was a really effective approach for sure. Obviously, it got her the win. It got her the decision win. And it was a really fairly straightforward, dominant victory, I think. But it was also really kind of a passive approach. If you go to the fight before that against Alexa Grasso, she was looking for takedowns, and when she got on top, she didn't really do a lot of ground and pound. She wasn't looking to advance the position. She wasn't really looking to do a whole lot of anything. She had more of a control approach or a lay and pray approach. Again, a very passive approach. So you look at those two fights recently for Shevchenko, that's very uncharacteristic of the Shevchenko that fans have kind of gotten used to. The Shevchenko that's more aggressive, offensive-minded, looking for finishes. So I don't know if that's because she's entering the twilight of her career. Obviously, she's getting up there in the age. So I'm not really sure what that's about. But she's definitely, I don't think that the passive approach is going to help her win against a fighter like Weili. Weili, on the other hand, is very offensive-minded. She's very bouncy on her feet. She's looking to enter and touch and glide out. She's also looking to switch stances to find the most advantageous spot for her to shoot for takedowns and score takedowns. So Weili, like I said, her approach is very offensive-minded. She's going to be looking to go forward and keep Shevchenko on the back foot as much as possible and keep her on the back foot in a very different way than Furo did. Furo was kind of just running into punches. I think Weili is going to be looking to create angles because she's a little bit more of a tricky fighter, and while she's creating angles, she's going to be looking to touch her, glide out, and looking to blend in takedowns as well. I'm not sure if Weili is going to be able to actually score takedowns when she shoots them, but one thing that she's going to be able to do for sure is keep Shevchenko guessing. While she's entering and touching her, and then entering and lowering the level and shooting takedowns and doing all that stuff, it just keeps her guessing, and it keeps Shevchenko just wondering what's going to happen next. And that's always a good approach to have in a fight. Never know what the offensive move is going to be next. I think both of these girls are pretty equally matched when it comes to the grappling, and I don't see either girl really getting any takedowns and having any meaningful periods of time where they're controlling the other girl on top. So I do think that the winner of this fight is going to be determined on striking exchanges. I also don't really see either girl really having the potential. I mean, either girl has the potential to knock the other one out, but I'm not predicting that. I don't think that's what's going to happen. So I'm not predicting a submission. I'm not predicting any KOs. So I do think that we're going to see the final bell. So we're going to go to the scorecards on this one. So I think the winner of this fight, not only is it going to be the winner of the striking, it's going to be the winner of whoever has the bigger moments of the striking. And I think there's going to be bigger moment opportunities for Weili because she's going to be more offensive minded. I think she's going to be able to land the bigger shots and land the cleaner shots on the feet, and she's going to be the one moving forward. So in the eyes of the judges and the aesthetic of the fight, she's going to be the more offensive because she's going to be looking to go forward. I do think this is going to be razor close, so it's going to be small aesthetic things like that that's going to determine the winner. I think if these girls fought 10 times, it's going to go 5-5 each way. Tomorrow we're just going to have to figure out what's going to happen. But for my official prediction, I think Weili is going to get this one done. So give me Weili by decision. Right now, the Weili by decision prop is sitting at plus 210. I think that's got pretty decent value. I'm pretty sure I can see us really incorporating this into a parlay this weekend. But stop by for our parlay video where we break that down and I give you my official parlays and see kind of how we pepper this one in. Well, that's all I got for you guys in this breakdown. Stop by for our next breakdown. We're breaking down the featured fight of the UFC 322. That's Sean Brady versus Michael Morales. They have a combined record of 36-1, so that fight is definitely going to be sick. These guys only know how to win. So I'm really excited for that one. So stop by for that breakdown. Stop by for our parlay video breakdown as well, where I give you my official parlays. And that's all I got for you guys. I'm the fuck out of here.